Hi guys, how are you? Today we are doing a very important video because we are talking about the cost of living in Crete. Hi, my name is Rose and I'm coming to you from palestincrete.com, and that is a blog where we talk about living in Crete, moving to Crete, and visiting the Greek island of Crete. Today I just want to give you an idea of how much it would cost you to live on the island. Now, before we get started, I just want to say that this is not I'm not saying definitely this is how much it will cost, and it's actually just a guide based on our lives here, and also based on what I have collected from some of our friends. So obviously it depends on your on your lifestyle, and depends on how you live. But anyway, I just want to give you like things like how much electricity costs, how much the phone bill will be, and things like that. And also maybe give you the price of fuel, because that is something that's what it is. So, but then you'll have to do your own budgeting and see how much it would cost you personally to live here in Crete. Now, I must say that in order for you to get a clear picture, you need to talk to maybe an accountant or a financial advisor, and also you need to talk to maybe a lawyer. You have to seek professional help so you can get the right information, and also you can get the proper guidance as you plan your move to Crete. All right, now in this video I'm going to be looking at my phone because I have all the details on my phone. So just in case you see me looking down, you don't wonder why I am looking at my phone. So, and by the way, if you would rather read the blog post that I have written about this, it's at palestincrete.com, and there you will get all the details that I have shared, because obviously I'm not going to be able to cover everything in this video because then the video will be too long, okay? But first of all, I want to say that the current exchange, euro against dollar, is standing at 1 euro equals 1.21 United States dollar. Obviously, this information is probably not going to help you much because you need to check the exchange rate at the time of watching this video and at the time of reading my blog post. But I'm just giving you this right now so you can get an idea of how things are currently. All right, so as we said, 1 euro is going to buy you $1.21 currently. That's United States dollar. And for the Canadian dollar, it's at $1.55. All right. Now, let's go to, now we are going to the grocery shopping. I'm going to cover a few key things that you might need in your kitchen. So right now, the 1 kilo of all-purpose baking flour is costing you 59 cents euro, okay? And 1 kilo of sugar is at 65 cents. And 1 loaf of bread, which will be 680 grams, is 76 cents. All right, so those are just a few things that I think you might want to know the prices currently. And these prices are based on the supermarkets we visit. We usually buy our groceries from Lidl supermarket and also from one called Sklavenitis. But I would say our main shopping, like when we really want to buy everything, we do it in Lidl, and then we might do a few bits and pieces from Sklavenitis and from Sinka supermarkets. Okay, so 1 kilo of potatoes, it's at €1 per kilo, and 1 tray of eggs, which contains 12 eggs, it's at €1.79. And for the smokers and beer drinkers and wine drinkers, that's where we are now. Now the VAT for these products is at 24%. Okay, the other products, the food things, those are at 13%. So these ones at 24%, the VAT. Yeah. Now, 1 can of beer, it's going at 85 cents, and 1 bottle of wine, white wine, that's just nothing special, just regular wine, Chardonnay, it's at €2.99. All right, that's for a bottle of wine. And 1 bottle of rum, white rum, that is, that will be 700 milliliters, or not milliliters, 0.7 liter. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It will cost you €11.99 as for white rum, and 1 packet of Marlboro cigarettes, it's costing €4.50. Okay, that's 1 packet of Marlboro, and 1 bottle of Bacardi rum, which is 0.7 liter, it's going to cost you €18.95. Okay, now when it comes to grocery shopping here in Crete, I think you have to decide which kinds of products you want to buy from where, because as I said, we do our main shopping in Lidl, but there are some products that we don't buy from there, because you find that some supermarkets have better quality products depending on which products we are talking about. But when it comes to things like, let's say, toilet paper and beer and wine and milk, we buy our milk from Lidl. We buy the long-lasting milk. And then you can buy your cheeses, your sausages, and things like that, and spaghettis, rice, such things. But there are some things that we don't buy from Lidl also, because some things are more expensive and some things are cheaper. So you need to sort of do your research and see, okay, fine, I'll be buying these ones from this place because either they are cheaper or they are better quality. For example, Sklavenitis, their meat products are really good, so we buy our meat products from there. And also, when it comes to like cheeses and things like that, you find Sinka I think, has the best of those products. So you have to do your research and balance things out and see which products you'll buy from where, maybe because of the prices and because of the quality. All right. So those are your grocery. And also when it comes to vegetables, you might want to go to the farmers market. Like here in Hanya, they have different days where they have it's like the street market, and you have very fresh vegetables and fruits at very good price. And also you get to support the local farmers, buy directly from them, and also socialize with the Greek people and things like that, and practice your Greek that you've been learning while you've been here. So, or while you were planning to move here, maybe you already started taking your Greek lessons. So that is a perfect time to practice your Greek. So you can do your fresh produce shopping from the farmers market, and and also from the mini markets. I mean, if the thing is, such things that can spoil, you're not even going to buy a lot anyway, so maybe you can also buy from the mini market and promote and support the local businesses. Okay, so now we are going to check when it comes to the price, the fuel prices I mentioned. That one I can mention because it is what it is. Okay, it does go up and down, but at the moment where we fuel our car, it's at €1.60. That's how much it is, the petrol. And then you have and then we talked about the property and when it comes to renting or buying. This again will depend on the area and the style of the property that you want to either rent or buy. When it comes to rent, you find apartments like in Hanya that are, let's say, 1-bedroom apartment, maybe just, nothing special. You'll find there are some that are going at €400 per month, and some less. It really depends. With those things, there is no solid price that I can say, because it really depends on the area, it depends on the size, it depends on the style. But you can go to some of these real estate agents, and then you can check and see, depending on the area where you want to move to, then you can see the kind of property that you like and the prices. All right, so when it comes to water and electricity, first of all, and also the telephone, we use Cosmote. They have a very affordable package where you get your Wi-Fi, your internet, and you get your landline, and also you get your cable television, and the whole package, it costs per month, it costs €6. All right, and then you can, for your mobile phone, we have a plan for €40 per month for each mobile phone. So I think you're looking, if you look at that package where you have your internet, your landline, and your cable TV, I think you are roughly looking at €100 per month, together with one mobile phone. So you're roughly looking at €100. And then obviously, if they have different packages, so I'm just sharing with you the package that we have. So you might prefer a different package. You also might prefer a different plan for your mobile phone. So I'm just sharing with you the one that we have, which comes to roughly €100, all right, per month. Okay. Now, when it comes to electricity, again, especially in the summertime, you might have your air conditioner on, and then that could be quite expensive. But for just normal use, electric use, if you're not using it either to warm up the house in the winter or to cool down the house in the summer, like if you're not using the air condition the whole time in the summer, then I think the price could be roughly about €60 per month. Now, for people who maybe you're working online, so maybe you're working from home, and then you're spending maybe the many hours indoors with the air condition on, that could be quite costly when it comes to electric. But for us, let me give you an idea. For us, we use air condition in the evening. We usually maybe put it in the bedroom a few hours before we go to sleep, so it's on and the room is cooled down, and then we switch it off. So it's not, we don't like just have it going the whole time. We'll just put it on for a few hours just for the room to cool down, and then we switch it off. And then also, like in the evening, maybe we are just sitting at the balcony, so we don't really need air condition like in the living area. So we try to minimize the use of air condition as much as we can, so that way the bill doesn't go too high. And of course, in the winter, we don't use it for warming the house as so much. We have underfloor heating, and we only put it on when it gets really cold. But this winter hasn't been that cold, so we don't really need it. But when we have some days where it's really cold and some nights when it's really cold, then we might put on the underfloor heating. All right, but usually we just use the wood burner to warm up the house. So I think that's cheaper than using the electric to warm up the house in the winter. So that's electric. What is our next? So I just wanted to give you an idea, just an idea, because this is not solid. Like, it depends on the size of your house. It depends on what you're going to use to warm up your house in the winter. Maybe you are not gonna find it that cold, so maybe you're not gonna warm up the house. I don't know. But I am going to give you, I took a video when we went to the supermarket recently, and I'm going to leave that one also, so you can just look at the prices as I'm walking through the supermarket, and then you can see the different prices for different things, so you can get an idea. But I'm thinking for 2 people living here on Crete, I think for grocery shopping, I think you can plan for, let's say, 100 euros a week. Yeah, I think that should be more than enough. We don't do grocery shopping every week. We do it twice a month. So every 2 weeks we go to Lidl and do our grocery shopping. We do buy, because usually the milk, that's how long it can last. So when we run out of milk, then we go for our shopping. So we are looking at, we usually go out every after 2 weeks. We would either spend like 150, something like that. So I just said 100, just roughly, but it's between 70 euros to 100 euros for 2 people per week grocery shopping. And also now I have given you an idea on electricity, and I didn't give you the water. The water is not expensive. Yeah, especially where we live, water is not expensive. So I'm gonna look at the water and give you an idea of how much you would be looking at. But before I do that, I also want to talk about the property tax if you decide to buy a property here on Crete. Where we live, for a house that is 125 square meters with no pool, that will cost you 350 euros per year. That's the property tax. And for an apartment, 60 square meters with a shared pool, that will cost you about 240 euros. That's the price for the property tax. All right, I'm not gonna talk about the car insurance, because that will depend on the kind of the car you have. So that I won't be helping you much by telling you about the insurance, because it depends on the car that you have, or the car that you decide to purchase when you move here to Crete. But I will say, in most parts of Crete, you will need a car. you can buy a small car just to be, driving around, going to do your shopping in Lidl, going to Hanya, and then maybe if you want to drive to have maybe a longer drive, or you want to go up the mountains and things like that, and maybe you think you need a stronger or a bigger car, you can always use the car rentals and rent the car for a day and go to the other side of the island. Let's say you live on the Hanya side and you want to go to Heraklion, for example, and maybe you want to have a stable, big, strong. You can always rent the car and drive to Heraklion and then come back. So, and usually, especially if it's not the tourist season, renting a car, it's not expensive. You can pay maybe 35 euros, 40 euros. It depends again on the kind of car you want to rent for that day. But as you live here, you're going to figure things out, and then you're going to find the best deals, and you're going to know the people who do things, so they'll have special prices for you, especially when they find out you're one of the locals, you live here. So, and especially if you're working on your Greek, so that helps, that goes a long way. So yeah, you will need a small car at least, so you can be able to move about, because here the public transport is a bit complicated, especially if you don't live in Hanya. I think if you live right in the center of Hanya, then you'll be able to get the idea of where the buses are going and when they are going. But if you're living outside Hanya in other villages, I think you will need a small car to move about. Or if you are coming here to live alone and you feel you don't need a car, you can always get a motorcycle or something. I don't know. But you need something so you can move around. You can have freedom of movement. Okay? So I think I have given you helpful information. That's what I think. You will tell me in the comments below if I haven't. If you have any more questions, obviously I'm gonna be there to answer you, and also my blog post is more detailed. As I said, I cannot go through everything because the video will be too long. Okay, so I really hope you have found this video helpful. If so, tell me in the comment section. And let's keep this discussion going. Ask me questions. I'm gonna do my best to answer you. I have some professionals here that I can ask questions. As a matter of fact, I have booked an appointment with somebody who gives guidance to people who are moving here in Crete. And I'm gonna get even more information, and I'm gonna update my blog post. So I highly suggest you read that blog post. But for now, I'm gonna leave it there. And please subscribe to my channel. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And I shall see you on my next one. Remember to visit palestincrete.com, where you'll find lots and lots of helpful information. All right, my name is Rose. Thank you for coming to my channel today, and I shall see you on my next one. We are still in lockdown. That's why I'm indoors.